If you're a fan of the theater or Shakespeare, you'll want to make sure to attend Shake 38. And here with all the specifics is Rick Dildine. He's the artistic and executive director of the Shakespeare Festival, or Shakespeare Festival St. Louis. Thank you for being here.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
So this is like ramping into the busy time of year for you for Shakespeare Festival, right?
That's right. It's really starting to pick up. Shake 38 is happening this month all over the city. 38 plays, 38 different locations, 38 different partners. It's a thrilling event.
Okay, so let's walk through this because we're going to get into the big festival that takes place in Forest Park that everyone knows about annually. But Shake 38, I mean 38 plays that Shakespeare has. Yeah. How does this actually work?
So it started 7 years ago. We made one rule, and the one rule is make the play happen any way you see fit. So we put the call out every year asking people to pick a play and to pick friends, to pick colleagues, and make it happen any way they want to. And it happens all over the community. So high schools, colleges, businesses, they happen on the streets, they happen in theaters, they happen in churches, they happen in schools, basements, rooftops, all over the place.
And so people can, and how do you actually organize it? So if you've got a school, because let's say a school, two schools or two groups say, well, we want to do Macbeth, and someone else says Hamlet. Like, how does this actually, you obviously have someone managing
Yeah, we have someone manage it all. It's very grassroots, but we have anything spanning from a 30-second Romeo and Juliet happening in the St. Louis Zoo to the full-out productions of As You Like It or Hamlet happening in Forest Park. So it's a variety of things that people do.
And so people is it free to attend?
Everything's free. And for the first time ever, we have a headlining event this year. And we're bringing in a one-man show called Cry Havoc. And it is by Stefan Wolfert. Stefan is former military, and he got off a train in Montana, walked into a production of Richard III, and he thought instantly, you know what, this is speaking to my experience as a veteran in the American military. And he's written an original play using Richard III to tell his story about being a veteran.
That's very neat. And so that's going to kick off Shake 38.
It's going to be on April 23rd, which is Shakespeare's birthday and Shakespeare's death day. He was born and died on the same day, and this is the 400th anniversary of his death this year.
Wow. No, that's really neat. And I think you bring up a good point, too, which is that Shakespeare, which is, I think, why his work remains so popular and it remains in pop culture, is that it's so applicable. The message never ends. The place still you can find humor, you can find drama, you can find all these emotions, and it's still quite relevant even in the 21st century.
Yeah, absolutely. And when Shakespeare was writing, one of the things that was most innovative about his work is for the first time he had not only the nobles talking, but the lower class talking. That would have been an innovation. That would have been shocking to his audiences. And I think that's what makes it so exciting is people can hear themselves, no matter what your background is.
Well, tell me about, for the 400th the anniversary of his birth and death. I don't think I knew that it was on the same date. You have something really unique that's kind of in partnership with Schlafly.
Yeah, so Schlafly is the official beer of Shakespeare. And about 9 months ago, I was talking to Tom Schlafly, who loves Shakespeare, and told him 400th anniversary of Shakespeare, and he said, let's make a beer. So Schlafly has created an original unfiltered lager called 1616 in honor of the death of Shakespeare. To celebrate this year, it will be at all Shakespeare Festival events, starting with Shake 38, to the park, and then to Shakespeare in the Streets.
That is very cool, very cool. I can just see it, the label 1616.
It's cool, it is.
Well, and then we've got some photos. Let's quickly throw up those photos that we're looking at so you can explain what this is for Shake 38. And you're saying that it's at just all different types of venues across town. So
so this, for one thing, they did yoga last year at the Missouri Botanical Gardens. We have someone similar is doing Zumba this year with Henry V. That'll be very interesting. But it happens all over the place. Some people do readings, sometimes they're singing, sometimes they're acting. But this was a yoga session at the Botanical Gardens.
Let's see, we've got...
And then, this was a really fun event in North St. Louis. They performed it through fashion. I believe it was a Midsummer Night's Dream. One other thing we really did, one year it was really cool. A group of people did Antony and Cleopatra in a hair salon, and they did the play. They had some readings, but they were performing the play through hairstyles.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I love that it's just so many people can get into it. This looks like a photo shoot.
Oh, this was an adaptation of A Midsummer Night's Dream as well, and they did it through fashion and through a photo shoot. It was about 15 minutes long, but you got the whole play, and it was very contemporary. It was very cool. It was on this loft in the Hill. Very neat production.
Neat. All right, well, it's Shake 38, and it's coming up. We've got the information there for you on the screen. You should go check it out, April 19th through the 23rd, 5 days of performances from Shakespeare's 38th play, Canon. And for more information, it's entirely free, but if you want more information, especially for all the different venues that it's taking place, go to SFSTL.com. But don't go anywhere. We're going to keep talking with Rick, especially about Shakespeare Festival, which is coming up this summer. So stay with us right after this break.